Today we are going to study about the story The Dot, written by Peter Reynolds. Peter Reynolds is an author and illustrator of children's books. He has written many amazing stories such as Ish, Sky Color, and of course, The Dot. The story Dot is about a young girl named Vashti who does not believe she can draw. One day, her teacher tells her to just make a mark and see where it takes her. She grabs her marker, makes a dot, and signs it. Let's start reading the story together. Art class was over, but Vashti sat glued to her chair. Her paper was empty. Vashti's teacher leaned over the blank paper. "Ah, a polar bear in a snowstorm," she said. "Very funny," said Vashti. "I just can't draw." Let's discuss the difficult phrases here. So what does the phrase "glued to her chair" means? Does it mean there was an actual glue? No, it means that she was actually lost without moving, as she did not know what to do. Just like when you glue a piece of paper, it stays in its place and does not move at all. Now, what does the phrase "a polar bear in a snowstorm" means? As you can see, her paper is all white and empty. Now look at the following picture of a polar bear in a snowstorm. Did you notice? It's so hard to see a white bear in snow because of its white color. We can only see black dots. This is why her teacher used the phrase "a polar bear in a snowstorm" just to keep her motivated. Her teacher smiled. "Just make a mark and see where it takes you." Vashti grabbed a marker and gave the paper a good strong jab. There. Let us discuss now. So what do you think Vashti is feeling? I think that she is very, very angry. How do we know that she is angry? Look at the picture. Look at her face. And the red color around her is showing as if there is a big fire inside her and she is mad. What does the word "strong jab" means? A strong jab is when you make a quick or sudden hit with something sharp. Here, Vashti is making a dot with her marker, as if hitting it on the paper. Her teacher picked up the paper and studied it carefully. She pushed the paper towards Vashti and quietly said, "Now sign it." Vashti thought for a moment. "Well, maybe I cannot draw, but I can sign my name." So, what do you think? How is Vashti feeling now? I think she is less angry and seems a bit pleased. Also, look at the red color in the background. It has started to fade away too. Also, why did Vashti's teacher tell her to sign the dot? Let me tell you. Teachers can not only build a student's self-esteem, but also unlock the child's own creativity, confidence, and growth. A teacher-student relationship can change a child's life. In the same way, Vashti's teacher encourages her to make a mark and sign her name so she can trust her own abilities. Let's continue our reading. The next week, when Vashti walked into art class, she was surprised to see what was hanging above her teacher's desk. It was the little dot she had drawn, her dot, all framed in swirly gold. Wow! Did you all see that? Her teacher fixed her picture in a frame and hanged it over her desk. Vashti's art teacher was so sweet and kind. Now a question comes to my mind. Why did Vashti's teacher frame her picture? The teacher's decision to frame and display Vashti's work was not only to encourage her, but also to inspire her to go above and beyond one simple sheet of paper, keep on trying again and again, and not to give up. Now let's see what will happen next. I can make a better dot than that. She opened her never-before-used set of watercolors and set to work. Vashti painted and painted a red dot, a purple dot, a yellow dot, a blue dot. The blue mixed with the yellow. She discovered that she could make a green dot. Vashti kept experimenting lots of little dots in many colors. If I can make little dots, I can make big dots too. Vashti splashed her colors with a bigger brush on bigger paper to make bigger dots. Now let's stop here and discuss. In what way do you think are Vashti's very first picture and the one on the left side alike and different, although both are dots? Yes, both are alike. However, the first one was black and the last one was more colorful. She has started using more colors. In addition to that, the first one was small and tiny, whereas the last one was very big and huge. Let's see what is going to happen now. Vashti even made a dot by not painting a dot. At the school art show a few weeks later, Vashti's many dots made quite a splash. What does the phrase "made quite a splash" means? Does it mean someone splashed her with water? No. If someone or something makes a splash, they attract a lot of attention, often by being very successful. In this picture, as you can see, people were surprised and amazed by her beautiful dots. The story is really getting more interesting now, don't you think? Let's read. Vashti noticed a little boy gazing up at her. "You are a really great artist. I wish I could draw," he said. "I bet you can," said Vashti. "Me? No, not me. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler." Vashti smiled. She handed the boy a blank sheet of paper. "Show me." The boy's pencil shook as he drew his line. Vashti stared at the boy's squiggle and then she said, "Please sign it." So did you all enjoy the story? Well, I enjoyed it a lot by reading it to you all. Now it's your time, so make your mark and see where it takes you. Let's discuss few more questions here. What do you think how the boy was feeling when he made a squiggle? The boy was afraid and nervous, and I know this from the phrase, "the boy's pencil shook." So we know that his pencil was shaking. And the word squiggle means a short line that curls and loops in an irregular way. Why do you think the boy was so nervous? He was nervous because he felt that he cannot draw, just like Vashti thought in the beginning of the story. One more question. What has Vashti learned from her experience? Vashti has learned that the only way to become good at something is to give it a try and then to practice. She also learned not to become upset when she could not do something right from the start. And my last question for you all is, how did Vashti learn to show kindness towards the little boy? She showed him that his picture was worth signing, just like her teacher did with her. That surprised the little boy, and this act probably helped him to understand that he could draw too one day. Now, would you all like to watch the same story in a video? Here you go.
The Dot. By Peter H. Reynolds. Art class was over, but Vashti sat glued to her chair. Her paper was empty. Vashti's teacher leaned over the blank paper. "Ah, a polar bear in a snowstorm," she said. "Very funny," said Vashti. "I just can't draw." Her teacher smiled. "Just make a mark and see where it takes you." Vashti grabbed a marker and gave the paper a good, strong jab. There! Her teacher picked up the paper and studied it carefully. She pushed the paper toward Vashti and quietly said, "Now sign it." Vashti thought for a moment. "Well, maybe I can't draw, but I can sign my name." The next week, when Vashti walked into art class, she was surprised to see what was hanging above her teacher's desk. It was the little dot she had drawn, her dot, all framed in swirly gold. I can make a better dot than that." She opened her never-before-used set of watercolors and set to work. Vashti painted and painted. A red dot, a purple dot, a yellow dot, a blue dot. The blue mixed with the yellow. She discovered that she could make a green dot. Vashti kept experimenting, lots of little dots in many colors. If I can make little dots, I can make big dots too. Vashti splashed her colors with a bigger brush on a bigger paper to make bigger dots. Vashti even made a dot by not painting a dot. At the school art show a few weeks later, Vashti's many dots were quite a splash. Vashti noticed a little boy gazing up at her. "You're a really great artist. I wish I could draw," he said. "I bet you can," said Vashti. "Me? No, not me. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler." Vashti smiled. She handed the boy a blank sheet of paper. "Show me." The boy's pencil shook as he drew his line. Vashti stared at the boy's squiggle, and then she said, "Sign it." The end.
After watching this video, let's look at the following worksheet. Any guesses what this is about? Yes, it's about Vashti's character traits. Now, I want my students to grab a sharpened pencil and follow my directions carefully. Write those words that describe Vashti's character in the beginning on the left side of this worksheet, whereas the words that describe Vashti's character at the end of the story on the right side. I can give you some words quickly that you may note down for your word bank. Afterwards, you can use that word bank and place the traits accordingly. Are you all ready? Let's begin. Stubborn, confident, doubtful, positive, gloomy, artistic, mad, hardworking, serious, persistent. That's all. Now complete the worksheet quickly. Before we leave, I would like you to explain the words doubtful, gloomy, artistic, and persistent. Someone who is doubtful is full of doubts and who is not sure about something. Gloomy is another word for dull. Artistic is the word for creative, whereas the synonym or the same meaning word for persistent is determined. Wish you good luck. Now it's your turn to experiment like Vashti did by making small and big dots and mixing colors. In honor of the dot, students are introduced to the experimentation with color mixing and create a piece of art. Now for this, you all are required to have the following material: a sketchbook paper of the size 8.5 by 11 inches, a pencil, some color pencils, oil pastels, watercolors, and a medium-sized brush. The dot art lesson plan and demonstration is a very important topic, as you can see that this theme is about bravery, creativity, and self-expression. Also, we have been celebrating this date starting in 2009 as International Dot Day. The theme is based on the color study by the French expressionist Vasily Kandinsky, well known for his color theory. Now we all are going to learn about color mixing. How to mix primary colors, which are red, yellow and blue, to create secondary colors that are orange, purple and green. Let's follow the instructions carefully, and all you have to do is be ready with your material. Step number 1. Draw a circle with pencil. Step number 2. Color the whole circle with red color. Step number 3. Now take yellow and color on top of red color with it. Now can you all see? It has become orange. Red plus yellow is equals to orange. Red and yellow are primary colors and orange is the secondary color. Now in the same manner, let's start with step number 1. Draw another circle next to the first circle. Step number 2. Color with yellow. Step number 3. Now take blue and color on top of yellow. Now as you all can see, it has become green. Yellow plus blue is equals to green. Yellow plus blue are primary colors and green is secondary color. Step number 1. Draw third circle next to the second circle. Step number 2. Color with red. Step number 3. Now take blue and color on top of red. Now, did you all see? It has become purple. Red plus blue is equals to purple. Red plus blue are primary colors and purple is the secondary color. Yay! We have learned how to make secondary colors, which are orange, purple and green, by mixing primary colors red, yellow and blue. Now it's turn for a big dot. In this video, we will learn how to draw 5 concentric circles of color in various thickness around the dot. What are concentric circles? Do you know? Concentric circles are 2 or more circles that have the same center point. Now let's watch this very interesting video and don't forget to grab all your material. I hope all of you are following the same pattern of coloring. Make sure you do not leave any white spaces. Now we are starting our third circle. Isn't this so interesting? See, you all have to be very careful in coloring and don't forget to leave any white spaces. Now we are starting with our fourth circle. You can also take your mummy's help if you cannot draw a proper circle. It is also up to you whatever colors you like to choose for yourself. Now our last circle, and complete the whole concentric circle in this way. You may use bright colors so that your picture looks more attractive. There you go. You have learned how to draw 5 concentric circles. It's time to add patterns to make the dot look beautiful. Now it's totally up to you whatever pattern you would like to use. You may use the same pattern as in the video, or you can select any of your own. How lovely! You can add a number of patterns to add variety in it. As we all have learned how to draw and color dots with color pencils, you are now required to follow the same instructions and make dots with oil pastels. Finally, you are required to paint dots with watercolors as well. That brings us to the end of our art class today. Hope you all enjoyed it.